11 Minutes by Paulo Coelho. Introduction. 11 Minutes is a novel by Paulo Coelho that tells the story of a young Brazilian woman named Maria who goes to Switzerland to find her fortune and ends up becoming a prostitute. The book explores themes of love, sexuality, and the search for meaning in life. The novel's title refers to the amount of time it takes for a person to experience orgasm, which plays a significant role in Maria's journey of self-discovery. The novel is a thought-provoking exploration of the human experience and the complexities of relationships. Plot. A young Brazilian woman, Maria, travels to Switzerland to find her fortune. She quickly discovers that life is not as easy as she thought it would be, and she finds herself working as a prostitute in a brothel. Maria is initially uncomfortable with her new profession, but she soon learns to embrace it and finds that she enjoys the power and control it gives her. As Maria becomes more comfortable in her new life, she meets a man named Ralph, who is a painter. Ralph is immediately drawn to Maria, and the two begin a romantic relationship. However, Maria is still searching for something more in her life, and she decides to leave Switzerland and return to Brazil. Back in Brazil, Maria begins to explore her sexuality and her desires more fully. She becomes involved with a man named Naya, who introduces her to the world of sadomasochism. Maria initially hesitates to explore this new world, but she eventually becomes more comfortable with it and finds that it brings her pleasure. As Maria continues to explore her sexuality, she begins to have a series of dreams that she believes are messages from God. In these dreams, God tells Maria that she is on the right path and that she should continue to explore her desires. Maria's journey of self-discovery comes to a head when she is arrested and put on trial for prostitution. Throughout the trial, Maria maintains her dignity and refuses to be ashamed of her profession. In the end, Maria is acquitted and returns to Switzerland to be with Ralph. The novel ends with Maria reflecting on her journey and the lessons she has learned about love, sexuality, and the search for meaning in life. Setting. 11 Minutes is a novel by Paulo Coelho that takes place in Switzerland and Brazil. The story follows Maria, a young Brazilian woman who travels to Switzerland to find her fortune and ends up becoming a prostitute. Characters. Here's a detailed explanation of the characters in 11 Minutes by Paulo Coelho. 1. Maria. The protagonist of the novel Maria is a young Brazilian woman who dreams of finding a better life. She goes to Switzerland to work as a waitress, but ends up becoming a prostitute. Throughout the novel, Maria is forced to confront her own desires and the realities of her chosen profession. She is a complex character who is both strong and vulnerable, and she is constantly questioning her own actions and motives. 2. Ralph. A Swiss painter who falls in love with Maria, Ralph is a sensitive and caring man who is drawn to Maria's strength and independence. He is also a complex character who has his own struggles and demons to face. Ralph is a significant character in the novel as he helps Maria to see that there is more to life than just sex. 3. Naya. A man from Maria's past who introduces her to the world of sadomasochism. Naya is a mysterious and enigmatic character who is both alluring and dangerous. He represents the darker side of Maria's desires, and she is both attracted to and repelled by him. 4. Terence. Maria's first love, Terence is a priest who represents the spiritual side of Maria's journey. He is a kind and caring man who helps Maria to see that there is more to life than just sex and money. 5. Milan. A businessman who offers Maria a job in Switzerland, Milan is a manipulative and controlling character who represents the dangers of the sex industry. He is a significant character in the novel as he is the one who convinces Maria to become a prostitute. 6. Elena. A fellow prostitute who befriends Maria Elena is a kind and caring woman who helps Maria to navigate the world of prostitution. She is a significant character in the novel as she represents the sense of community that can be found among sex workers. 7. Gabriella. A young woman who works at the brothel where Maria is employed, Gabriella is a naive and innocent character who represents the dangers of the sex industry. She is a significant character in the novel, as she is the one who convinces Maria to try sadomasochism. 8. Olympia. A woman who teaches Maria the art of pleasing men. Olympia is a wise and experienced character who represents the knowledge and expertise that can be gained from working in the sex industry. She is a significant character in the novel. Writing style. The writing style of 11 Minutes is poetic and introspective, with a focus on the inner thoughts and emotions of the characters. Genre. The genre of 11 Minutes is literary fiction, which is characterized by its focus on character development, introspection, and complex themes. Themes. The novel 11 Minutes by Paulo Coelho explores several themes, including 1. Love. The novel explores the different forms of love, including romantic love, platonic love, and self-love. The protagonist, Maria, learns that love can be both beautiful and painful, and that it can take many different forms. 2. Sexuality. The novel also explores the theme of sexuality, particularly how society views sex and how individuals experience it. Maria is a prostitute, and the novel examines the complexities of the sex industry, including the dangers and the pleasures. 3. Personal growth. The novel is a coming-of-age story for Maria, who learns to confront her own desires and to take control of her life. Throughout the novel, Maria undergoes significant personal growth, and the reader sees her transform from a naive young woman into a strong and independent adult. 4. Spirituality. The novel also explores the theme of spirituality, particularly the idea that sex can be a spiritual experience. Maria is drawn to the idea of sex as a spiritual practice, and the novel examines the relationship between sex and the divine. 5. Freedom. The novel also explores the theme of freedom, particularly the idea of freedom from societal expectations and norms. Maria is a woman who is not afraid to break the rules, and the novel examines the consequences of her actions. 6. Power. The novel also explores the theme of power, particularly the power dynamics that exist within the sex industry. Maria is a woman who is both powerful and vulnerable, and the novel examines the ways in which individuals can use power to control or to empower others. Overall, 11 Minutes is a novel that explores complex themes and ideas, and it offers a nuanced and thoughtful exploration of the human experience. Motifs. Some of the motifs in the novel include 1. Time. The novel is structured around the concept of time, with each chapter representing 1 minute in the life of the protagonist, Maria. This motif highlights the fleeting nature of time and the importance of making the most of each moment. 2. Dreams. Throughout the novel, Maria has vivid dreams that reflect her deepest desires and fears. These dreams serve as a window into her subconscious and reveal her innermost thoughts and emotions. 3. Birds. Birds are a recurring motif in the novel, representing freedom, flight, and the ability to soar above the constraints of society. Maria is fascinated by birds, and the novel explores the ways in which she seeks to emulate their freedom and grace. 4. Water. Water is a powerful motif in the novel, representing both life and death. Maria is drawn to the ocean, which she sees as a symbol of both beauty and danger. 5. Light and darkness. The novel explores the interplay between light and darkness, both literally and metaphorically. Maria is drawn to the light, which represents hope and possibility, but she is also aware of the darkness that lurks within herself and others. These motifs help to reinforce the novel's themes and add depth and complexity to the story.